非洲的茉莉。
Subscribe. Well done.
Rain go away, come again another day. Rain go away.
Okay, so right now I have Wodemaya and
Yeah.
mistrudy, the king and the crane in South Africa.
Yay.
Johannesburg.
Yeah.
So this is our second day together.
Okay.
We're supposed to go out
Third
on
day together.
Third day.
third day, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're supposed to go out and film today.
Yeah.
However, it's been raining heavily
And thank God it's
the
stopped
whole
raining.
time. It's like flooding outside and so on.
Yeah, thank
So right now we just had breakfast inside, very South African fast food steers, and talk about China. Basically, just during our breakfast, we can talk randomly about China. Like, what do you think when you think of China? Like, first thing come to your mind, good or bad experience or anything. Just speak out.
Thank you.
All right? Okay. So let's start eating first. Try the steers. This is I love the steers so much.
Oh wow,
This
looks
like-
so good.
Because
Are
this
those,
is
those are ribs and chips.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this stuff are flame grilled.
Let me guys see this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is this for one person or one person?
All of us. Is it not enough for you?
Ribs and chips.
Oh my
Ah,
god.
so you are sitting far from the food, you know?
Remember
No,
this
fine,
is
don't worry.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay? And take a drink over there. Like
No one should touch this one.
Which gin one is
yeah,
this?
I'll just have my Red Bull over there.
Red Bull.
Yeah, thanks.
And so one person gets two.
No
Yeah.
sugar.
Cream soda.
Are you?
No sugar.
But look, this is cream soda. I don't know if you have this in your country, but this is something very South African.
Very nice.
Cream
But-
soda.
You need
Yeah.
to try it.
This is unique.
You
Yeah,
love
you
it,
also
I'm
have
telling
cream
you.
soda. Yes. Try the cream soda.
Try the Coke. Try the Coke with no sugar.
Course, yeah.
Try the Coke with no sugar.
What about
Cream
you?
soda. Really nice.
About me.
Wait, yours.
You know, like
Oh, right.
when the food looks so good, there's some song that we used to say, I can't kill myself, oh.
Okay, let's see.
Can't kill myself.
How's it? You
That's-
like the cream soda?
Despite the
Oh, it's
rain,
really good.
Yeah.
someone managed to make all these things happen. Thank you so much, Molly, for the breakfast. And then see, we're filming a video too, so go check out Molly's YouTube channel. Yeah, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, say hi.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, your name is
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Lawrence the pilot.
Lawrence the pilot, thank
Well,
you.
Lawrence of Arabia.
and then
Mistrudy.
there.
Loda.
And Elvis there.
Chief editor,
Loba.
Laoban,
Cinematographer.
cinematographer.
Memo.
Boss man.
What did you say?
Director.
What did you say?
I said Memo, Ben.
Memo being.
Yeah. Oh shit. What was I using? WhatsApp? Oh shit. I tell you this is-
Are you sending this to me?
I was saying, despite the rain, someone managed to make all these things happen. Thank you so much, Molly, for the breakfast. And then see, we're filming a video too, so go check out.
No, you guys, you're forgetting about the viewers. People are watching.
Ah, but that's a random video. It's okay.
Hmm?
It's part.
Do you want some food? You wanna join us?
Show them the food.
Huh?
Show them the
Let
food.
me show them the food. This is cheers. We have some chips and chicken.
Okay, so what's special about steers is that they flame grill, like a real fat grill all this meat and stuff. It's really like special, very tasty.
Hey.
It's not like fried or anything. It's flame grill,
Oh, one.
real ones.
And it's good.
Try the meat. It's the best. The ribs.
What
Chicken
is-
ribs?
What is this?
I love chicken breast though.
I don't know if it's chicken though.
No,
It's
it's not
just
chicken.
ribs.
It's pork
It's
ribs.
pork, right?
Oh, this is what?
Pork.
Pork.
Pork ribs.
Okay, so who wants to start first? Come on, shut off your phone.
Start off with one. Well, start with one.
So start with you. Like when you think of China, what's coming into your mind?
Oh, it's an Asian country, now very urbanized. and it's a beautiful place, and yeah, the people are so friendly, and
Something more personal.
it's a place with this is more personal. The people are more friendly, and a country with over 5,000 history. Yeah, I think that's all comes to my mind when I hear the name China. For now, maybe when we continue, something else will come in.
Okay, Trudy.
When you mention China, I think of the unique eyes of the Chinese people. Yeah, they have unique eyes, you know. Yeah, I think of their eyes, and I think of
The
one of
almond.
the most developed countries in Africa. Yeah, China. China is one of the most, no, not in Africa, in the world. One of the most developed countries in the world. I think of it as a superpower. I think of gurus, IT people who invent so many things. I think of companies when someone speaks of China. Yeah, because most of the things I see are made in China. So
Yeah.
I definitely think of companies, industries. Yeah.
So Trudy is from Nairobi, Kenya,
Yeah.
and Trudy has never been to China yet, right?
No.
But you really want to go. You almost
would
have
love to
gone
go to
with me
China.
last year.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
have gone.
But Trudy will go to China soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next. Who? Lawrence or
Lawrence the pilot.
Lawrence the pilot or Elvis the boss?
Yeah,
The pilot's fast.
yeah, China. When I think about China,
Okay, first, where you come from?
okay,
What's your background?
my background. I'm originally from Zambia, but
Yeah.
I've been living in South Africa for like 18 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Have you been to China?
I've been to different countries overseas, but China's the only country I've ever been to.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'd love to go to Shenzhen.
Mhm.
Because I love technology.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Shenzhen and also go to Guangzhou.
Guangzhou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my country Zambia and China are like so connected. Like whenever I think about China, it's just like thinking about Zambia, because we have, I think in most I don't know about other African countries, but I know in Zambia we've got like the most Chinese people living in Zambia, like integrating like Chinese even speak our Zambian languages.
Oh, wow.
That's how it is. Yeah, it's amazing. So like I really have a lot of love for Chinese people, I won't lie. And just because, you know, in Zambia we've been taught to love Chinese people by our late president. That was one of the major things that he emphasized, that we need to embrace China, not just because they're coming to invest in the country or whatever, but he just had a love for Chinese people. Like I don't even know where it came from, but it was so strong, and he pushed it on the nation. And yeah, we've got nothing but love for China. But at the same time, when I think of China, I think of their art, and like a lot of the things they do are like really done to perfection. You know, it's like whether it's art, it's done to perfection. Technology is done to perfection. So it's always been something that has amazed me, like how a whole nation is able to work so hard as well. Like they work very hard. But I've only got like positive thoughts for China. Fortunately, I don't have like any negative thoughts at all. So,
Wow. This video is gonna be interesting. Who's next? Molly, you try and ask me another question.
You?
Yeah, because he has said so many positives.
Okay.
But
That's what I told you. You need to
No.
get personal. You were like,
I know.
What you from the history book?
No, I mean like you said,
What
what comes into my mind? That's what I told you.
Go ahead.
Oh.
What comes to your mind now?
Okay, so what comes into my mind is a country where everything is blocked. Like when you live in China, sometimes you feel like you're living outside a different world, because you have no access to Instagram, Facebook, Google, YouTube. You know, you have everything about China. You feel like, you know, PayPal, accessing Western Union. Oh my God! But trust me, it's a beautiful country.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
wodemaya lived in China for how long?
6 years.
6 years, and you studied in China as
I
well,
did,
right? Yeah.
I studied in China, I lived in China.
Yeah.
I,
So wodemaya has a lot to say about China personally, personal
thank
stories.
you, thank
yeah.
you, thank you, thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Okay.
you.
So Elvis,
Mhm.
the boss.
Yes. So what's the question?
What? What do you think of China?
The food is so delicious.
Oh my
Like
god.
my mind is just on the food.
Come on.
So what's the question?
Okay. What do you think of China?
Okay, what I think of China.
No, but first, like, introduce yourself. What's
Okay.
your background and so on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, my name is Elvis Derry. I'm a chief editor for Wodemaya. Also,
Cinematographer.
cinematographer. You know, and I have this hidden talent. You know, I can rap in Chinese. 我是老板，我是你的老板。如果你不相信我，去问你的妈妈。 Yeah, so and I come from Kenya, Nairobi. It's a very beautiful city. And if I think about China, like I think about hardworking people. You know, Chinese people are so hardworking. And in terms of development, I give them a salute. And I've never been to China before, but I can speak Chinese. And I hope one day I go to China and experience, you know, and also live for 6 years in China. Yeah, so that's all I can say
Yeah.
about China.
And how and why did you learn Chinese?
Okay, first of all, I started learning Chinese 2015. You know, at that time in Kenya, there were not so many Chinese. Also, people say that Chinese is so hard, you know, because for me, like I like trying new things, you know. You know, because I always say, like, if you're a young person, you should think outside the box.
Yeah.
You know, because like so many people, they will go to school and study French or German. But for me, like I saw like even Chinese will help me economically. You understand? Because after some few years of studying Chinese, I was working at a Chinese company, a solar Chinese company as a translator. So you know, I love China, man.
Okay.
我爱中国。
So far we all have lots of good stuff to say, right?
Yeah.
So all positive so far.
Yeah.
I know in your individual minds, you also have the bad stuff,
Of course.
but you try to control yourself not to let it out yet.
No.
But now I give you a chance. Just flood in. Like,
Negative stuff about China. Right now, Chinese everywhere in Africa. Some would say they're taking over Africa. They are the new colonizers of Africa. But yeah, I don't see any problem with that sometimes because they say it's a win-win cooperation. But I want Chinese people in China to understand the fact that Chinese are coming to Africa and we're also going there. So when you see us there, don't think that we are poor. That's why we came there, sorry. Don't think that Africa is a hidden, I don't know how to call it. Like we live in holes and we want to come to China to enjoy our lives. Because I know a Chinese man who have lived in Nairobi for 36 good years. He opened a restaurant in Nairobi and now he has his children and everyone. He brought the whole, even the mother to Nairobi. He said he's not going back to China, you know. So I just want you to understand that there's negative everywhere and there's positive everywhere. My stories in China has always been positive, even though I face racism. There's racism in China, I'm not gonna lie about that. There's racism in China. People see you, they start holding their noses because they feel like maybe you're black and all that. You go for work, they tell you that we're sorry, whites only, or even if you're black, you need to have Obama skin color. So you don't look like Obama. Definitely you don't qualify for the job. You know, I mean, apart from those things, China is the best place to live. Like, it's cheap, accommodation is cheap, and you get a salary from China. You spend in China. That's another disadvantage. You might think that you're making so much money, but you're spending the money right in China. Okay, so me, I mean, like, this is what I can say for now. Maybe as time goes on, more things are gonna come up, and I'm gonna tell you guys. Yeah.
but like yesterday we talked about your study experience in China, right?
Yeah.
You said your teacher were treating you very well because you spoke Chinese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so when I went to China for the first time, I looked like a baby. That's why they call me a baby. So the Chinese.
How old were you?
I was 18.
Okay.
The Chinese women over there were like how do I call it? The ayi, you know ayi.
Yeah, like an auntie.
Auntie, the people
yeah.
who clean the house, our dormitory for us.
Oh, the cleaning lady.
They were washing my clothes because they feel like I was so young to come to school.
Oh, wow.
So they come to my room. They said, "Bring us your clothes. Let us wash for you." So they will sit with me. They talking. I don't understand. So that's when I realized that no, if these people love me this way, I have to try and learn Chinese. So I started learning Chinese with the eyes that cleans the dormitory.
You learn by yourself.
Yes,
not
with
the class.
not with
right?
the class, with the eyes. So like they'll be sweeping. They give me one broom, even though that's not my job. But I just wanted to learn the language, so I'll be sweeping the dormitory with the eyes and learning. And then when I go down, you see, apart from those who are cleaning the whole, there's one person who takes care of the whole dormitory. I call him Mama. He's my Chinese mom right now. Like the last time I went to China, she literally cried seeing me become this big boy right now.
Wow.
And then, like after everything in the evening, she said, "Don't go anywhere. Come to my room. We teach you Chinese." So like it's her office. Because she has to stay till like 7 o'clock before she sleeps. So 5 to 7, I have to be in her office learning Chinese and all that.
Wow.
That's where I learn wodemaya.
Wow.
Exactly.
And how about your professors? You said that they love
Yeah,
you so much.
yeah. My professors because before I started. Okay, so when I went to China for the first time, I didn't have money to go to school. Okay, so I was staying in the room waiting for my dad to, think about paying my fees or something like that. So I was 3 months not going to school. That's when I started learning Chinese from these people. So after 3 months, that's like how do you call it? March. That's when I started. So when I started, I already speak Chinese.
Oh, wow.
Before my class, like my classmates can't express themselves. But me, I've been learning Chinese with the IE and the rest. So most of my professors cannot speak good English. So they came close to me. So like I hosted two of my lectures wedding in China.
You're 12, what?
My lectures.
Yeah.
My lecturers.
Yeah,
lecturers.
I saw them.
Two of my lecturers, I hosted their wedding. One of them was a lady. She used to teach algebra, and then she's like, "I love you so much." And then I'm not married. That's the woman when she comes to class. Everybody. That's the only beautiful lecture we've ever had. Like when she's coming to class to teach, everyone want to be present because she's so beautiful.
Oh
and
my
so
God.
like during her lectures,
You got
the
it.
whole class will be full, and then everybody's like, "Are you single? Are you single?" And like, "No, I'm not single." And so like I don't know. She talked to me and it's like, "Hey, you know what? I like you so much, and I want you to host my wedding." I thought she was joking. A year later, she was like, "Today is my wedding. You need to start practicing your wedding Chinese." Oh my goodness! And that was the first one. The entire Chinese people were there. I have to stand on stage. Oh my goodness! I even forgot all those Chinese right now. They traded me. You can watch that video. I have that video on YouTube. So that was the first challenge ever, like standing in front of Chinese people, hosting a Chinese wedding. And then from there, not just that, I got so many lectures where even my professors, before I graduated from university, oh my God, man, they love me so. Like, you know what? I don't want to say this because they didn't want me to say this anyway. I went to places in my university that my classmates never got a chance to go there.
Yeah.
Like we have undergrounds, because I did like aeronautical engineering. So we have undergrounds that they have planes that are parked there.
Yeah.
And
so you got special VIP
I got
access.
yeah.
Oh my God.
So like when you're going there, you don't have to use your phone. So my professors will take, so that they think that maybe when I go there, I'm gonna take pictures or I'm gonna make calls or all that. So they will put my phone in their hall and then take me to those undergrounds and go and check the planes that they find. And they said, don't say it anywhere. So I mean, today's the first time I'm saying this on camera. Yeah.
So you are the teacher's favorite.
Yeah, I was, and I was really chilling. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like even my thesis, my professor was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you a clue on how to do your thesis. You know why? Because you are not gonna stand in front of us and do your thesis in English. All my classmates are gonna do their thesis. They're gonna defend their thesis in English." I was like, "What kind of task is this?" He said, "You have to do it in Chinese." Molly, you know what? I had to start reading because we have daily Chinese and we have those.
Yeah. The academic Chinese is very
Jesus,
difficult.
very
yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
Now I need to go and learn how to say plane, the part of this plane in there, this and that, all that, and then I said already, and then I had to practice with my lecturer first.
Yeah.
He said, because you don't have to disgrace me.
Yeah.
Our professors went to tell the other professors that this my students will do it in Chinese.
Yeah.
So he told me to
He's
come.
so proud of you.
Hey, my goodness. So before I did my defense,
Yeah.
I did my defense one-on-one with my teacher.
Yeah.
My main
In
professor
Chinese?
in Chinese,
Wow.
one-on-one with my professor before I went to the general one. So when I went to the general one, that was when all the Chinese professors were there. And immediately I finished my thesis. All of them started clapping. So like they were just amazing. After school, they got me a job and all that. But unfortunately, I lost my dad. That's why like I lost communication from there, and then I had to change career for now. And then later I will just come back again. So like personally, I had a very positive, stories from China. I'm not saying Chinese people are this and this and that.
Yeah.
But if you check my videos from China, it was so positive. It's just that sometimes I have to let them know that this thing is not right.
Yeah.
How can you tell me that Kenyans use giraffe as what a source of transportation in Africa, that you came to save them with what SGR, which SGR, we all know that SGR is a slow train in China that people don't normally even use it. You know it. How often do you use slow train?
I used to when I was a student.
Exactly, but now you go back to China, will you take slow train?
Why do I take slow train? Yeah.
Thank you. So you mean like that's what I...
No, because like when I was a student, I didn't have money.
Thank you.
But I have more time. But now like my time is more valuable than money.
Exactly.
So
I spend the money.
Yeah.
Anyone who has money in China will know just slow train.
But hey, you start with that, and the bullet train is coming. All right. Well, that's really amazing. I love to hear stories like this, just in general. Like
That's what I'm saying. I got like so many positive stories. Like, okay, my Chinese guy missed me so much because I've left China for like 6 months.
Yeah.
He's like, no, that only guy that I used to move around with, we go places to
Is it
eat.
your best friend in China?
Yeah, in China. And he had to come all the way from China to Ghana.
To visit you.
To visit me, to see me.
Wow.
He just left. He just left like I think somewhere around December. No, this year. He left 2020 because I remember we celebrate this year together. Yeah. So
you have like a truly good friends.
Oh yeah, I have like
families even.
I have Chinese families that if I go to China right now, they will hold a party for me like our son is back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm telling you, that I have like positive stories.
Yeah.
The only negative story about China that I would say is that how they treat people, how they see people. Like if they don't know you, the way they judge you from afar, of which I think is not right, because you have certain perception about black people. So when you see you, okay, in general, all of you are the same. But when they get close to you, and remember like in China, they were using my video saying that I have HIV. Recently, somebody sent me a video that is going viral in China. I came to Ghana, to my father's farm, and then people are using my video as propaganda, saying that this is how Africans do. So in case if you're a Chinese lady and you date an African guy, this is where you're going to end up. She's going to take you to a place, this is the food you're going to... And I was like, come on, this is a farm. It's a fun video that I did to show people, and they take the voice out, they put their own voice and all that. You see, pushing those kind of propagandas out there can make the entire people think that this is how Africa is or something like that. But despite everything, I'm not gonna lie. I love my life in China. I really enjoyed my time in China, and I'm still going back there because I still got friends and family over there. So it's basically positive, more positive than the negatives in China.
Yeah.